Hello everyone, and welcome to the Family Status Changes video presentation. My name is Raquel, and as a CalPERS member myself, I've learned early in my career just how important it is to keep your information up to date when major life changes occur. Throughout today's video, we'll walk through the actions you may need to take when major life changes occur, such as changes to your family, address, or beneficiary information. Keeping your information current helps ensure your CalPERS records and benefits remain accurate. Before we get to the main presentation, let's take care of some housekeeping items. To provide you with a future reference and make your note-taking easier, we have provided a presentation notes and resources document. You will see the link to the digital notes in the YouTube description box. Please note that due to the large number of participants, while the chat feature is active, we will not be able to respond to member questions during this presentation. If you have any questions, please contact us directly, either by sending us a secure message through My CalPERS, visiting a regional office, or by calling our contact center. CalPERS is governed by the Public Employees Retirement Law, and the retirement law is complex and subject to change. If there is any conflict between the law and the information presented in this video, the law holds control. Please note that this information is provided for general informational purposes only and is not intended to provide legal, tax, investment, or financial advice. If you need advice in any of these areas, please consult a qualified legal, tax, investment, financial, or other professional advisor. In this presentation, we'll provide you with information to consider when major life changes occur. We'll review what actions to take after events such as marriage, entering a domestic partnership, birth or adoption of a child, divorce or termination of a domestic partnership, moving, illness or disability, and loss of a loved one. As we go through this presentation, we'll discuss the process for both active and retired members. Generally, active members will work through their employer, while retirees will work directly with CalPERS. You'll also notice that some steps are similar across multiple events. By the end of this presentation, you'll know how to contact CalPERS if you need to report any changes. Let's start with getting married or entering a domestic partnership. This is one of those exciting milestones in life, but it also comes with a few important tasks. Did you know that getting married or entering a registered domestic partnership revokes any beneficiary designations you currently have on file? To ensure your benefits are paid according to your wishes, you'll need to update your beneficiary designations. Otherwise, any payable benefits may be distributed in accordance with state law. To make changes to your beneficiary designations online, log in to your My CalPERS account. You can also update your beneficiary designations on paper. You will need to complete the appropriate designation form depending on if you are still working or retired. Active members can fill out the pre-retirement lump sum beneficiary designation form. If you are a retired member, review our publication, Changing Your Beneficiary or Monthly Benefit After Retirement, Publication 98, for more information on how to change your beneficiary after you have retired. It also includes the appropriate forms to make the changes. For the survivor continuance benefit to be payable to your spouse or partner after retirement, you must be married or in a partnership at least 1 year prior to your retirement date. If you get married or form a domestic partnership after retirement, survivor continuance would not apply to your new spouse or partner. If you are retired, you may want to review your current tax withholding and exemptions. To make changes, you can log in to your My CalPERS account or by completing the tax withholding election form. You may also consider establishing a CalPERS special power of attorney or reviewing your current one. Review the CalPERS Special Power of Attorney Publication 30 for more information. If you participate in any of the supplement savings plans, contact your employer or the savings plan directly to report your marriage and review or update your beneficiary information. The plans include the following: CalPERS 457 plan, CalPERS Supplemental Contributions Plan, or Savings Plus. If you get married, you may want to add your spouse and stepchildren to your health coverage. If you are still working, you'll need to inform Human Resources or your employer's personnel office of your marriage. You'll have 60 days from your marriage date to request enrollment for any eligible dependents. You'll also need to provide a copy of a marriage certificate as proof of your marital status. To show why timing matters, let me share a quick story. A friend of mine got married and assumed she could update her health coverage whenever it was convenient. Unfortunately, she didn't realize there was a 60-day enrollment window and missed the deadline. As a result, her spouse couldn't enroll in her health plan and had to wait until the next open enrollment period or another qualifying event. Don't let that happen to you. Be sure to notify your employer and submit any required documents as soon as possible after your marriage. If you are retired, you'll need to contact CalPERS of your marriage. Again, you'll have 60 days from your marriage date to request enrollment for any eligible dependents. You'll also need to provide a copy of a marriage certificate for proof of marriage. Lastly, CalPERS will need your new spouse's Social Security number and Medicare card, if applicable. Welcoming a child into your family is a wonderful life event. And with all the new experiences and changes ahead, updating your CalPERS information may not be the first thing on your mind. Let's look at what you'll need to consider following the birth or adoption of a child. As with the new marriage, the birth or adoption of a child also revokes a beneficiary designation you may have on file with CalPERS. Again, review your beneficiary designations and make changes through your MyCalPERS account or by completing the pre-retirement lump sum designation form for active members or the changing your beneficiary or monthly benefit after retirement form for retired members. You may want to review your current tax withholding and exemptions. Again, to make changes, log in to your MyCalPERS account or complete our tax withholding election form. If your new child doesn't already have health coverage and you have CalPERS health coverage, you'll want to add your child to your health coverage as soon as possible. If you are an active member, contact your Human Resources or your employer's personnel office. Newborns or newly adopted children must be enrolled within 60 days of birth or gaining physical custody. If you are a retired member, contact CalPERS as soon as possible. In both situations, you'll need to provide a copy of the birth certificate or adoption papers and the child's Social Security number. What happens if you get divorced or terminate a domestic partnership? Let's walk through what you'll need to know and the steps you'll need to take. Your CalPERS benefits are considered community property under California law. We recommend you review A Guide to CalPERS Community Property, Publication 38A, and the Divorce and Your Pension webpage on the CalPERS website to learn how a divorce may affect your retirement benefits, whether you're already retired or still working. You can also contact CalPERS for assistance. While we can't provide legal advice or recommend a specific method for dividing retirement benefits, we can offer guidance through our publications and resources. Be sure to review your beneficiary designation. Your dissolution of marriage revokes a beneficiary designation you may currently have on file with CalPERS. Once again, if needed, you can update your beneficiary designations through your MyCalPERS account or by submitting the appropriate designation form. You may need to review your current tax withholding and exemptions. If you're retired, log in to your MyCalPERS account to make changes or complete our tax withholding election form. Just like when getting married, You may want to review your current power of attorney or consider designating one. Review the CalPERS Special Power of Attorney, Publication 30, for more information. You must remove your former spouse or registered domestic partner from your CalPERS health plan. Once your marriage or registered domestic partnership has ended, your former spouse or partner is no longer eligible for CalPERS health benefits, even if a court order requires you to provide health coverage. If you are still working, contact your human resources or your employer's personnel office to have your ex-spouse removed from your health plan. Your employer will need a copy of your divorce decree. If you are retired, contact CalPERS to have your ex-spouse removed from your health plan. We will need a copy of your divorce decree. Your ex-spouse or domestic partner will be removed from your health plan the first of the following month after your divorce or termination date. It's important to get us your divorce decree as soon as possible because if necessary, we will retroactively delete them from your plan. If they continue to receive services through your CalPERS health coverage after they are no longer eligible, you may be financially responsible for the cost of those services. After a divorce or dissolution of domestic partnership, the ex-spouse and any stepchildren are eligible for COBRA benefits if they were enrolled on your health plan. If you are active, your employer will provide COBRA information for the ex-spouse and eligible dependents. If you are retired, CalPERS is responsible for providing COBRA information and processing COBRA enrollments. Now, how can moving affect your benefits? As someone who has moved quite often, I know how easy it can be to overlook an address update while managing everything else that comes with the move. I've found that updating my address right away helps make the transition smoother and gives me peace of mind that important information will reach me at my new home. If you are an active employee, then you should notify your Human Resources Office or your employer's personnel office with your new address. They will update your new address with CalPERS. If you are retired and you have your monthly payment benefit mailed to your home, it's important that you notify us of your new address as soon as possible. As a retiree, you can update your address through your MyCalPERS account by submitting an address change authorization form or by calling CalPERS. Changing health plans may not be the first thing that comes to mind when moving, but it's an important step to check. When you first enrolled into a CalPERS health plan, that coverage was based on your home or work zip code. If you move to a new area, your current health plan may not be available at your new address. You can use the Health Plan Search by Zip Code online on the CalPERS website to see which health plans are available in your new zip code. If you are an active member, contact your Human Resources or your employer's personnel office to update your address and determine if you need to change your health plan. If you are a retiree and need to make a health plan change due to a move, you can log into your MyCalPERS account or call us. If you're moving out of California and currently have California state taxes withheld from your CalPERS benefit payment, you'll need to submit a signed tax withholding election form if you want to stop California state tax withholding. You can also update your tax withholding through your MyCalPERS account. Be sure to consult a tax professional if you have questions about your tax withholding. Lastly, make sure you share your new address with the other retirement saving plans that you participate in. Now let's talk about what happens if you become ill or disabled. While this may not be something we expect, understanding your options ahead of time can help you make informed decisions if your circumstances change. If you become ill or your disability appears to be permanent and you are unable to perform the duties of your job, disability retirement may be an option. We recommend you review Guide to Completing Your Disability Retirement Election Application, Publication 35, on our website for more information regarding disability retirement. If you're currently enrolled in the CalPERS Health Program, you must meet certain requirements to continue your health coverage into retirement or maintain the right to re-enroll after retirement. If you become disabled, Your health coverage may lapse while your disability retirement application is being processed. To help avoid a lapse in coverage, contact your employer to request a direct payment authorization, CalPERS 1008 form, so you can pay your premiums directly to your insurance carriers. If you choose not to make direct payments, you'll need to cancel your CalPERS health coverage. Once your disability retirement is approved, you may need to re-enroll in a CalPERS health plan. If you are still working and become terminally ill, contact CalPERS about the possibility of filing for retirement as soon as possible. A CalPERS emergency retirement counselor can advise you of actions you should take and expedite your retirement processing if necessary. With that said, be sure to review your beneficiary designation form to ensure it is accurate and up to date. Also consider establishing a CalPERS special power of attorney to designate a representative who can conduct your CalPERS business if you become incapacitated. Please note that the CalPERS special power of attorney does not grant any authority over healthcare decisions. Contact us to find out how your emergency retirement can affect continuation of health coverage for your eligible surviving family members. If you're still working, you should contact your human resources or your employer's personnel office to determine the continuing coverage of your surviving family members after your death. They can also help explain how coverage may be continued through COBRA. If you receive approval for disability retirement, there will be no change in health benefits coverage for your surviving spouse or eligible dependent. If you transition from active employment to retirement, you can add, change, or delete your dependent's coverage. Please review the disability section of our website, where we have additional helpful information on the steps to take if you become disabled or terminally ill. With any loss, there can be a great deal of grief and uncertainty. During such a difficult time, knowing what steps to take can help make the process a little easier. Let's discuss what to do if a CalPERS member or beneficiary passes away. If a CalPERS member dies, CalPERS will need to be notified of the death. CalPERS will send the necessary paperwork to determine who will be the beneficiary and what benefits will be paid. The death benefit application, which includes the necessary forms, can only be obtained upon reporting a death to CalPERS. It cannot be ordered online. All the required forms will need to be completed and returned to CalPERS, along with the required documentation. It's important to note that we will need a photocopy of the death certificate. If a family member or beneficiary dies, CalPERS will need to be notified. Here is a few things you'll need to consider. Be sure to review your beneficiary designation form and your CalPERS power of attorney. If you are still working, contact your human resources or your employer's personnel office to remove this family member from your health plan. If you are retired, contact us to have this family member removed from your health plan. In either case, a copy of the death certificate is required to remove the family member from your health plan. We've covered a variety of family status changes and the actions you may need to take. To wrap up, let's look at the different ways you can contact CalPERS if you need assistance. One of the best ways to contact CalPERS is by logging into your My CalPERS account and sending your questions through our secure message center. You can access the message center through the messages link available in the upper right corner of every My CalPERS screen. In the message center, you can submit an inquiry to CalPERS. Because your request comes from a secure source behind your username and password, in most cases, CalPERS will be able to provide a more personalized response. When CalPERS answers your inquiry, you will be notified by email that you have a message waiting in My CalPERS. Simply log in to review the response. You can contact CalPERS by mail. If your question will require us to include protected personal information in the response, then mail is often the best way to get your question answered. When corresponding with CalPERS by mail, keep the following in mind. The average response time currently is 30 to 60 days. Some inquiries, which require additional research, may take longer. Our CalPERS representatives are available from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. In many cases, they can assist you in a single call. The busiest times to call CalPERS are the first of the month, Mondays, and the day after a holiday. We now offer a callback feature so you can avoid waiting on hold. You can reach the automated phone system or speak to a CalPERS representative by calling 888-225-7377. And of course, you can visit one of our CalPERS regional offices. The hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. CalPERS has 8 regional offices located throughout the state, where representatives will assist you with a variety of services and classes. To gain a better overall understanding of your CalPERS benefits and get your questions answered, you can sign up for an instructor-led class that's offered virtually or in person at one of our regional office locations. You can schedule a virtual, phone, or in-person appointment through MyCalPERS. Pre-scheduled appointments at our regional offices can fill up over a month in advance, so please plan ahead. We do have in-person walk-in appointments available at our regional offices, but walk-ins can often wait over an hour. You can schedule an appointment through my CalPERS account or by calling CalPERS. This video, like our previous videos, is available on our YouTube channel so you can come back and catch what you might have missed. Access our YouTube channel through our website, calpers.ca.gov, or directly on the YouTube website at youtube.com/CalPERS. We also offer CalPERS Benefit Education Events, or CBEs, both in person and virtual several times a year. You can speak to live experts on several different topics. Visit our website for details on when we'll have another CB. Later today, you'll receive an email with a short evaluation. Please answer all the questions, as it's important for us to get your feedback to help us improve these presentations. Thank you for taking time out of your day to attend this presentation, and have a great day.